A chance to get the lead back for the Dolphins.
Remember, Wes Welker is a dangerous return man, and he knows his team needs good field position here.
They're set up for the return, Gus.
Chad Stanley punting from the 12. Welker at the 27. This one angled toward the near side. Welker, fair catch at the 35. Stanley doing a nice job of hanging that one high in the air. A 38-yard punt.
Well, you've got 22 seconds. It's gonna take. You got to throw to the sidelines. The running game's out of the question, even to get into field goal range. So you're going to have to throw this ball and try and get a short pass, long run, or air it out and hope for a pass interference or a completed pass. But you're only going to have about 2 or at maximum 3 plays to get done, and that's if one of them's a spike. So if you get a first down, you can bet they're going to have to get up and spike the ball.
No timeouts remaining for Miami. Culpepper over the middle, Ronnie Brown. And he gets close to midfield.
Now they're going to have one spike and then a toss to the end zone.
Ryans with the tackle. And Culpepper spikes it with 4 seconds to go.
Well, there you have it. You know, by not having that timeout, that cost them one chance to get in field goal range, and then they could have spiked it and tried a long field goal if they could have gained another 15 yards. But as it is now, Dante Culpepper is going to have to loft it all the way to the end zone, see if they can make something happen.
They send trips to the far side of the field. And Culpepper stepping up, lets it fly all the way down. And it is incomplete. Dangerous play. And that's the end of the first half with the score. The Dolphins 3, the Texans 3. We'll be back with the Sprint Halftime Report after this message and a word from your local station.
Wednesday.
What's the psychology behind his DVDs?
It's a souvenir.
Put the weapon down.
New Criminal Minds. Then a new CSI New York starts off chilly.
Call an ambulance. Call 911.
He was stabbed with an icicle?
Our evidence is about to turn into a big pool of water.
And ends up downright cold.
You and I were into each other, but every time we're in the same room together...
I didn't mean for this to happen.
A new CSI New York after Criminal Minds, Wednesday.
2.5 Men. CBS Mondays.
Is there? You said to live.
Not a whole lot of offense, but this is a big concern, JB, for the Miami Dolphins. Dante Culpepper gets sacked again. That's 19 on the year, 3 today. Then David Carr goes back. Vaughn Holiday comes in, puts the sack on him, and then nice play by Will Allen here. He strips Andre Johnson. The ball comes up with a turnover so far in the first half. Not a lot of offense. 3-3, not much going on, JB.
No question, Houston and Miami combined for 6 points and 5 sacks in that one. Top 2 defenses going at it, San Diego and Baltimore, Shannon.
Yeah, but San Diego's really dominating this ball game, JB. Here, Phillip Rivers back to pass. He's going to find a wide open Malcolm Floyd, 31-yard touchdown, puts him up early, 7-0. Steve McNair comes right back. Daniel Wilcox, 5 yards, bangs his way into the end zone. San Diego's tacked on 2 field goals, 13-7, JB.
Ravens only 46 total yards of offense in that one. Boomer, Indy at Jets.
So you think that the Indianapolis Colts are going to roll over the Jets, especially after this 7-yard touchdown run by Dominic Rhodes, but the Jets fight back. And watch this play by Jericho Cotchery, catches it over the middle, and watch the straight arm right here at the end to get in for the touchdown. They go up, they tie the game 7-7, then they attempt an onside kick. The Jets recover the onside kick, and then Kevin Barlow right up the middle. Jets take a 14-7 lead, and then Indianapolis goes into their 2-minute drill right before the end of the half, and that's Joseph Adai. He goes in for a 2-yard TD run, 14-14, and the Jets are hanging tough.
Yes, indeed, playing some spirited football indeed. Go ahead, Boom. Joseph Adai getting ready to get it done. All right, Vikings at the Bills.
Here, Brad Johnson play fakes. His fullback slips out the backfield. Tony Richardson, 24 yards, pick up on the play, would lead to a field goal. J.P. Lossman comes right back, looks for his receiver, Peerless Price, 16-yard gain. And Willis McGahee, what you talking about, Willis McGahee over the top with a 1-yard TD run? puts them up 7-3.
What's he talking about?
And that's where we are right now, 7-3 right before the half.
NFL's leading rusher with his first touchdown of the season, that being McGahee. What about the Cowboys at the Titans? Boom.
Well, it's Vince Young starting for the Titans, but it looks like Drew Bledsoe's the rookie. He's in his 14th season. First offensive drive, interception to Chris Hope. Not very good.
It happens.
Then he comes back. He's going to find Terry Grant for a 13-yard touchdown. And guess what? He passes me on the all-time touchdown passing list.
That wasn't hard.
How about one more here for Terry Grant? Right there. Drew Bledsoe. Titans back on a field goal, 14-6 at halftime. Thank you, Shannon.
I like the fact that you had thick skin. Gosh.
14 years, Shannon.
And that's 13th all-time now for Drew Bledsoe passing Norman Boomer Esiason. All right, Saints and the Panthers.
Oh, Norman. Well, here's Reggie Bush, Norman. He's getting ready for the game, but the other rookie on the other side, first-round pick, D'Angelo Williams, goes up the middle for 30 yards, and that sets up this touchdown pass to Steve Smith. Three-step drop, slant route inside. He runs over safety and gets in, and that puts Carolina up.
Welcome back, Steve Smith. I know this is his second week back, got his first touchdown of the season. Boy, they're glad to have him back indeed. Cardinals at the Falcons.
Bears spread of the ball game. This is why quarterbacks, you do not throw across your body because bad things happen. And this is a bad thing. Adrian Wilson, 99 yards.
How far?
99 going the other way.
The other way.
85 north.
Get him, LG. Get him, LG.
That was 2 donuts ago. He could have got him. He didn't. 10-9 Arizona, but the Falcons are driving.
2 donuts ago. Why did you look over here when you said that, Shannon? Anyway, 10-9. All right, folks. Boomer.
How about Damon? You're at 13 of 15, 152 yards and 2 touchdowns right here to Dante Hall. Chiefs go up 7-0. Then Larry Johnson's going to take it right up the middle. They go up 17-0. And then how about this throw to Eddie Kennison? Damon, do you have him on your fantasy team, Dan? He's your former backup.
Fantasy what?
Fantasy football team. There you go. Chiefs are completely in control of this, 24-0.
Looking for their first victory of the season, and right now, coasting indeed. All right, we'll take a 2-donut break here as we take you guys back to Houston. Enjoy the second half. Hey, wait, I'm just playing off the
CBS Sports presents the Sprint Halftime Report. Sprint, together with Nextel. Power up.
We don't have a body to prove a murder actually took place.
Details.
We don't need a body.
That's true if you don't mind losing.
Thank you for the tip, because I forgot about that part of the first day of law school.
You're a total freak.
So does that mean we're not grabbing a drink later? I don't even like you.
I don't like you either. Shark, new episode CBS Thursday after CSI.
Earlier on the NFL Today.
I had a chance to talk to my son last night, and he did come home from the hospital, and he's looking forward to coming back later in this year to play football again.
Jeff Fisher got up and said, men, we're not cashing in the season. I expect to win with Vince Young.
Congratulations to everybody in New Orleans for pulling off a new start for the Crescent City.
Austin, all the hoopla this week, the fact that T.O. is injured. He's expected to start today. This wraps up a wild week.
The NFL Today, Sundays at noon Eastern on CBS. CBS Sports presents the Sprint Halftime Report. Sprint, together with Nextel. Power up.
It's halftime with the score, Miami 3, Houston 3. The NFL on CBS will continue after this word from your local station. You're watching the National Football League on CBS, home of Super Bowl 41.
Dennis Haysbert stars in The Unit, CBS Tuesdays.
To Houston's ability to pressure Dante Culpepper and Houston's offensive ability to stay on the football field and keep Culpepper off of it. If they can continue to do that, and both teams have been equally successful, we're standing at a 3-3 tie, and it has been really a dead heat.
All right, let's take a look at the highlights, make it the stats from the first half.
You see there, everything is just about dead even. And the turnover is the difference. They got the one turnover by the Texans. In the bottom line, the third down, that's been huge. 13.5 yards every time the Miami Dolphins face a third down, and only 5.8 for the Texans. So both teams are going to be trying to be more successful on first and second down, Gus. And That's crucial in this game.
So there's Dante Culpepper. The Texans will have the football to start the third quarter. Edel Shepard back deep, ready to return it for Houston. Second half underway. Moreeeee sending it deep into the end zone, and Shepard takes a knee. So David Carr and the Texans will start at their own 20-yard line. David Carr in the first half of 11 of 13, 97 yards, no touchdowns, an interception, and a controversial interception. He threw the ball to his best receiver, Andre Johnson, who had it just taken away from Will Allen. By Will Allen. First down at the 20. Cook and Dane in the backfield. Carr throws the ball underneath, and it's caught by Eric Moulds. Moulds gets to the 30-yard line, gains 9 yards. Zach Thomas.
Got a player down, one of the offensive linemen for the Texans, struggling to his feet. And that's Ephraim Salam. You saw on that last play defensively for the Dolphins, they had Jason Taylor backed out on the slot receiver, then ran him up to the line at the last moment to rush the passer, and the Texans were ready for that. Eric Moulds just ran a quick route right behind where Jason Taylor came from, and they completed the pass before Taylor could get to the quarterback.
2nd and 1 at the 29. Brad Bedell is his backup at left tackle. Here's the handoff. Some power running straight ahead for Ron Dayne. Ron Dayne, the 1999 Heisman Trophy winner, rushed for 7,125 yards, most in NCAA history, and he's getting a fresh start here in Houston, in the league for 7 years. First down at the 33. Carr wants to run it, and he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Crowder in on the play.
Yeah, that was a tough play to complete. They had maximum protection for David Carr, but one problem, Gus, the quarterback may have time to throw the football as Carr did then, but they don't have enough guys in the secondary to get open. The Dolphins only bring 5 guys. They have 6 in coverage, but they bring them from odd angles, so David Carr has to look around to find where the opening is and didn't have time. 2nd and 10.
Play action. Carr rolls it out of the pocket, throws on the run. He's got Johnson, incomplete. Defensively, Ronaldo Hill there for Miami.
Yeah, Ronaldo Hill was on defense, but if this ball gets in the air and all of a sudden it's Andre Johnson, number 80 right there, he turns into the defensive back. Did you see Hill come in and watch Johnson? He just pushes him out of bounds. That ball, that could have been offensive interference, but the ball was so far out of bounds it was uncatchable, and therefore no penalty.
So it's 3rd and 10 at the 33. The Dolphins defense has not allowed an opponent to convert a 3rd and 10 plus this season. So let's see. Carr underneath. Ball is caught by Walter, but he's chopped down and he won't pick up the first down, or will he? Walter is saying yes.
It depends on the spot. I think it's going to be a hair short, and just as you said, they'd never given one up. They almost do it right here, and they almost got caught. They had Jason Taylor being blocked on the right side by the tight end, Daniel Owens, and he just barely gave Carr enough time to get that off. And that's a gotcha play by the Miami defense, getting Jason Taylor manned up one-on-one on the tight end. It's a good thing the play came open quickly.
Zach Thomas with a very nice tackle on that play, and the Texans get the first down. So how about that? Timely statistics here. Prior to that play, Miami had not allowed an opponent to convert on a 3rd down and 10 plus this season. Their opponents 0 for 13, and finally this year they give one up.
How about my guy Gus being clairvoyant, calling that statistic out right before they give one up?
You know what? I got a good stat guy, Russ Dillon from Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing to do with me. First and 10 at the 43. Cook and Dane in the backfield. Here's Carr, pump fake, underneath, and it's broken up. Good defense. I tell you what, Will Allen is a ball hawk today.
That, you know why? Is because they're throwing at him a lot because he's covering two great receivers in Eric Moulds and Andre Johnson. You see their Carr. The Dolphins come with 6 guys in pass rush. Carr sees it and knows he's got to get rid of it fast. When he tries to get rid of it a little too fast, a little inaccurate on the throw and almost throws it right to Will Allen.
Allen already with an interception this afternoon. Second down and 10. Ron Dane, the single setback. And they give it to him. Dane with some room. Look at the big guy. Ron Dane down at the 45. Scanina and Tillman combining on the tackle, but it's a 12-yard pickup.
Well, we spoke to David Carr, and he said, you know, this is the first week where our running backs are not going to limit our play selection. Ron Dane in the backfield, been here a month. They know he can do it, and this is the kind of run they want. This is what they've been lacking, a consistent running game. But this is the first week David Carr told us that they can call any play they want and forget about whether the running backs know what to do.
First down and 10 at the 45. Dane again breaking tackles, eluding defenders, and he's finally hauled down by Jason Taylor.
I'll tell you what, Gus, sometimes you'll see this Miami Dolphin defense. Their opponents will run a play and the Dolphin defense is all over it. They get into an offense will get into a certain position or a certain formation, and Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor, and all those guys that have been in the league 100 years over there just know what's coming, and they just jump all over it, and that was one of those plays.
There's Zach Thomas. You're looking into the eyes of a great linebacker. Second and 10 at the 45. Play fake. Carr steps up, knocked away from behind, picked up. Jason Taylor, a one-man band. Taylor down at the 30. That's defense and a 19-yard return.
Jason Taylor working on the outside of the top of your screen. He's working against Brad Bedell, who's in for the injured Ephraim Salam just a few plays ago, and that's a strip, sack, fumble, fumble recovery. It's the trifecta for Jason Taylor. He almost went for the grand slam touchdown, but finally got dragged down. That's the kind of plays an experienced great pass rusher makes. You can't fight that if you're on offense, Gus.
Jason Taylor, 94.5 career sacks now. He sacked 51 different quarterbacks. That's the first time he sacked David Carr as they pitch it out to Ronnie Brown. He goes down at the 29. But Jason Taylor, what a great play. That's the kind of play that gets you into the Pro Bowl.
It really does. You know, we spoke earlier, we got a notification we didn't even mention. You see there, this is a guy that had injured ribs in the first half. His return was questionable, actually left the field and came back out. We didn't mention it earlier, but now obviously he felt well enough to come back and make the play that may give his team a chance to take the lead.
Second down and 8 at the 29. Randy McMichael in motion. Marty Booker, the receiver at the near side. They throw it to McMichael, breaks a tackle, dips inside, and is dropped at the 20. But he picks up some nice yards after the catch. C.C. Brown gets him, but it's a gain of 10.
Well, Gus, now this is when the Houston Texans defense either steps up or it gets exposed once again. You know, this defense is last in the National Football League in every category, and I mean, Gus, they're last by a long way statistically. They're playing a new defensive scheme. They're playing a 4-3 instead of a 3-4. They're not very sure about it. This is the time when they've got to start showing improvement.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's Brown. And Ronnie Brown gets down to about the 17. Anthony Weaver brings him down.
And the Dolphins have been on good drives like this a couple of times today and ended up going backwards because of their penalties, but now they're in the red zone and their first trip today. There you see 6 trips, 3 TDs, 1 field goal.
Second down and 8. Ronnie Brown Look at the power in his legs as he drives and is finally stopped at the 12-yard line. A 5-yard pickup. Dexter McLeon in on the tackle for Houston.
There you go, 4 touchdowns. That's 22nd in the league, Gus, and you know, that's just something that you can say all you want about Dante Culpepper, and he's made some crucial mistakes early in the season down close, but that's a total team statistic, not just Dante Culpepper.
3rd down and 3 at the 12. Culpepper to Brown, nice catch, but he won't get the first down. He's tackled at the 11. They needed to get inside the 10. D'Amico Ryans, the rookie standout, with a nice tackle.
And I'll tell you what, Gus, this is a win for the Texan defense. It's a stop after a turnover down in their own end, and they're going to force the field goal attempt. You got to feel good about it if you're the Texans.
Brings on Olindo Moreeeee. He's nailed one from 52 yards today. This one will be from 29 yards out. And it's good. So the Dolphins take the lead. 7:55 to play. 3rd quarter. Miami goes up 6-3. You're watching the National Football League on CBS Sports.
Tired of being nickeled and dimed by other airlines?
Is this your first flight?
On Southwest Airlines, our leather seats, blankets, pillows, snacks, and smiles are always free.
You are now free to move about the country.
Introducing the new Sicilian lasagna pizza from Pizza Hut. Hearty beef topping and a blend of mozzarella, creamy ricotta, and Parmesan cheese, all on a seasoned crust. It's just $10.99. Right now for just $5 more at any medium one-topping pizza.
The Chrysler 300, a fuel-efficient 250-horsepower V6 engine, electronic stability program, elegantly appointed leather-trimmed interior, 5-star government frontal crash test rating, and perhaps its most intense characteristic, its striking design.
Building a database solution that manages over 31 million page views a day is no simple feat. Fortunately, I get advice from the company that lives it every day.
Is the president telling the truth about Iraq? Bob Woodward reports he is not. So what is the truth?
We need a litter!
Tonight on 60 Minutes.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Yesterday, Nick Saban told us that he needed his great players to make big plays. That's what Jason Taylor did, and all of a sudden the Miami Dolphins have a 3-point lead. Moreeeee sends it away. Line drive kick. This one goes into the end zone, and Shepard will take a knee. David Carr will start from the 20 once again, down by 3.
If has always been a part of your working life, but as you plan for retirement, you face a new set of ifs. If I can't count on a big pension, if I want to stay in the house where my kids grew up, if my money has to last and last. MetLife has been protecting retirements for over 100 years. We can ease your transition from work to retirement by helping you create your personal safety net, so you're taken care of. Call on our expertise to get guarantees for the if in life. After all, we're MetLife.
Men of the square table, is it permissible to do this?
That's always funny.
It's idiotic is what it is.
Enough! Overflowing someone's beer is barbaric.
Yeah, he's right. There's thousands of things that make us laugh. Japanese game shows, Undercover Brother on DVD, Jimmy Johnson's hair, none of which waste an ounce of beer.
No wasted beer in the name of humor. Don't. Man law?
Man law.
For great taste, there's no debate. Miller Lite.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 41. Chrysler, inspiration comes standard. And by Miller Lite and the men of the square table. Good call.
Welcome back, 6-3 Miami. David Carr and the Texans offense back on the field, starting from their own 20. Look at the total yards. But turnover's a problem. Miami has scored all 6 of their points off turnovers. 1st and 10 at the 20. They hand the ball off. Gatto. And Jason Taylor's standing him up. Make that Matt Roth standing him up.
You know, a moment ago, Gus, we kind of teased about how the experience of the Dolphins is up front. Look at this, 16 years, 13 years, 12 years. I mean, that's a lot of years experience in the league. And the normal career, the average career is 3.5 years. So these guys are something special up front for this Dolphin defense, and they use them to their fullest potential.
2nd down and 9. Cook in motion out of the backfield. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up. Somebody's open, and it's Johnson. Johnson knocked out of bounds at the 32, catching that one in front of Will Allen. A gain of 11 first down.
Gus, you want to look at pass protection in the backfield there. David Carr had Zach Thomas coming right up at him. Watches Zach Thomas right here, comes on the blitz, actually at the top of this, and bang, Samcon Gatto whacks him and puts him right on his behind. That's pass pro.
Andre Johnson, 6 catches, 66 yards. 1st and 10. Short drop. That one knocked down. Will Allen again, intended for Johnson.
I'll tell you what, Gus, Will Allen is all over Andre Johnson today. They are going at it at the top of your screen. Watch as he comes in. It's a nice route. And I'm telling you what, Will Allen just jumps that route. And you can bet that if Gary Kubiak sees that, or if somebody upstairs sees that, they'll give a little pump fake, and Andre Johnson will go deep.
2nd down and 10 at the 32. Here's Carr again to the sideline. Incomplete. Intended for his tight end, Jeb Quitsier. Ronaldo Hill covering.
Once again, Gus, 3rd and 10 for the Texans. And Carr had him out there and just can't get this ball over the underneath coverage and down beneath the deep coverage. That's a tough throw to get in, particularly with any velocity, and it's just well defensed.
3rd down, 10 at the 32. They need to go to the 42 for 1st down. Cook and Gatto line up in the eye. Carr pulls it down underneath Gatto, and he goes down immediately. Zach Thomas with the tackle at the 35, and the Texans will have to punt.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that too much, although, you know, David Carr was not going to get that with his legs. There was too much traffic in front of him. He was not going to run for the 1st down, so he decided to let somebody try and catch it and break a tackle, maybe make something happen. It was a roll of the dice. It didn't pay off. It was still a pretty smart move.
Chad Stanley running from the 21-yard line. Gets away a nice one. Nice hang time. Welker won't get a chance to return it, as he fair catches it inside the 20, a 46-yard punt.
The world's first 4-door Wrangler. Wrangler Unlimited, a new species from Jeep.
Can anyone tell me what happened to Napoleon when he tried to invade Russia? Brian?
Somebody's going to get their first loss here tonight. It's not going to be us, is it? No.
We're down. Last chance for the Hawks.
Blue 80, go!
I'm Dallin Hart Jr. Welcome to Wrangler Jeans Company, a new generation of Wrangler.
New fits, new comfort, new styles. Wrangler Jeans Company, a new generation of Wrangler. New fits, new comfort, new styles.
Introducing the new Ultimate Cheese Snacker from KFC. 100% chicken breast smothered in a blend of cheddar and Swiss, topped with crisp lettuce freshly prepared on a sesame seed bun. And like the original KFC Snacker, it's only 99 cents. Now your dollar goes further at KFC.
This season, NFL Network invites you to a new football tradition.
With a telecast you'd expect from NFL Network. Great matchups on the run to the playoffs. Only on NFL Network.
Are the women turning on the men?
All of us feel a little threatened by the brawn.
Or just turning them on?
Flirting with guys is what I do best.
New Survivor, CBS Thursday.
Welcome back. Miami with the lead. And so far, the young fella, Mario Williams, struggling. No tackles today. Looking for his first sack on the season. Eventually, it will come. 1st and 10 at the 18. And here's Ronnie Brown. Goes to the 23.
And we spoke to Mario yesterday, and as you see there, he's on the sidelines on 1st down, and he knows, and it's not fair that defensive ends, they can play great on 1st and 2nd downs and be one of the best in the league, but if they don't get sacks, everybody thinks they're not doing their job or things are going bad for them. And he's smart enough to realize that, and he's going to take time for him to get in there and get his sack. But once he does, Gus, I think the monkey will be off his back.
2nd and 6 at the 22. Culpepper, double clutch. And that one thrown short, intended for Chris Chambers. Dante Robinson covering.
We spoke to Mario Williams about this game today, and he said, he got called out by Gary Kubiak this week. Said he hadn't played well, and he acknowledged that, but he also said it's nice because the people here in Houston will bring letters by his house and stick them on his doorstep. He's gotten so many positive responses from the people here in Houston. It's really made him feel comfortable and helped him to stay strong.
3rd down and 6 at the 22. Dolphins 2 of 7 on 3rd down conversion. Culpepper with time, and he's hit just as he throws it. Looked like Indy Kalu comes up with the tackle. Kalu disrupting the rhythm of Dante Culpepper.
Yeah, Kalu coming over from Philadelphia this year as a free agent. You see him go up high, then comes back, swims under, and catches Culpepper just as he starts to release the ball. And that's what happens when you get 3rd and long, Gus. Guys have to run so far to get open. You got to wait on them, and it takes time to give up the sack.
Donnie Jones ready to punt it for the 4th time. Standing at the 7. Line drive. Sends Buchanan back deep to the 31. Buchanan chopped down at the 29. Great special teams. Travis Minor, 47-yard punt, a 1-yard loss. Back after this.
So it seems pretty clear that buying lottery tickets is not a good business plan. That's weird. So, very funny. Let's continue. We got a lot to get through. All right, if we look to the other sectors that we can... Okay, come on, guys.
Want a new job? We've got the most. CareerBuilder.com. A better job awaits.
The world's first 4-door, 5-passenger Wrangler. Wrangler Unlimited. A new species from Jeep.
CBS Thursday. It's the CSI that will have everyone talking. Even the dead.
So how'd you get here anyway? Someone will figure it out.
4 new mysteries.
How do you drown in an elevator?
A hiking accident?
This could explain the blood.
Life imitates art.
1 killer episode.
I'm telling you, no place is safe anymore.
Tell me about it.
A new CSI, CBS Thursday.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by CareerBuilder.com. Visit the largest job website, CareerBuilder.com. A better job awaits. And by Sprint. Be a better fan with NFL Mobile, only from Sprint. Power up.